Hang on. Do 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 do. I don't know. It's like
Might
some
as well.
news. Some news.
Some breaking news. This just in.
This
I,
just off
I
the
feel like the
press.
old guy should have my hand like this, and you're saying what now? You
Dude,
know?
I always wanted to. Hey, I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I want.
Is this confirmed?
Oh, hey, do you
Okay.
like it when they like turn their head too? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like it helps that much. Like, all right, this just in. I'm getting word now. Okay.
and then you get into it too because it's that ear's closer to the viewer.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. You got to.
What is he saying?
My goodness.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
You
So
know.
here we are. Not even. We do this thing like what? Two
Every 2
times
weeks.
a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not even a week away from the last time we were here.
4
And the
days
only
ago.
yeah. So what is the reason we're here, Brian?
Well,
What
my dear friend Shane, we are here to talk about allegations, accusations, and just insanity in the Bigfoot world,
in the community,
in the
people, this is
community.
actually kind of like a PSA. Or if you want to say it's a bad after school special, I mean, really don't give a shit. But
Yeah,
this is a PSA.
yeah. Well, I need to make a quick disclaimer,
Okay.
and I usually always like to about the way I look. For some reason, this light that I have in here now makes my eyes look really red, like I've been crying all day. You people can rest assured, I have not been crying. I don't know what that is, but don't I look like I'm really red? Like, man,
A little bit, man.
it looks that
Not
way.
really. I don't know, dude.
I've been tearing up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe who knows? But no, that's just the lighting. I got some kind of yellow bulb and this blue filter light over here. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, maybe I
Brian
don't.
is he's testing his lighting theory.
I'm trying to make myself look as good as possible
Hmm.
because apparently I'm out for a TV show. So I have got to look good on camera, right? This this right here is
Let me
made
see,
for
Brian.
TV, right?
Let me see. Let me see, man.
Hang on. Let me get my good side. Yeah. I am I am made for TV. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
I'm so worried about here. You know,
Yeah.
I'm the most vain guy. I mean, look at that. Look at that.
I
I
know, dude.
shaved up like 2 weeks ago for this. Whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. I gotta get that. I gotta get that TV show, man.
I know, man. You better
I
get
wanna
on
get
that.
rich. I wanna get rich. Oh, and I
Is
froze
that
up.
a? Oh,
Can you still hear me? There you are.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I froze up a little bit here. So
Hey, you know what? It didn't look like it over here.
oh,
Maybe it looked. It probably looked like that on from your side because it does that to me too.
okay.
I don't know.
Let's see. Roland said, hello, guys. It's Friday. Amen. It's Friday. And I don't know, don't lie, you're crying about everything at work. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. And I'm sure that's probably Doug. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm sure that's Doug. He said he's gonna try to tune in. He should be working.
Oh,
So
Doug.
that kind of makes me cry a little bit because
Damn, Doug.
technically you should be doing work instead of watching me and Shane. But we appreciate your support. So
Yeah, that's cool, man. I appreciate
yeah.
it. All right.
Let's see.
Hey, did you know that I tried to join a group page? Just not was it? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, let me show you, man. I was trying to join this page. Let's see. It is. There it is. Yeah, let's see. Bigfoot hoaxers exposed 2.0. My
Well,
request is still pending.
I will tell you
Um,
why you are not going to be allowed in that group. And this
why?
is so
Why?
obvious. I want to tell you right now, Shane.
Okay, man.
Your answer to the question, the truth will set you free. There is no truth in that group. That's why you will be denied access to that group.
That's cool, man.
There are no truths in that group. I know this for a fact. And we're going to talk about that tonight. So
Okay.
Looks like Timmy. I like Timmy's profile picture now. So
Let me see. Oh yeah, look at that.
yeah, the granddaughter there. That's adorable.
That's adorable, Tim.
He's such a good grandpa.
I know he is.
Tim,
Tim,
will
will
you
you
be
be
my
my
grandpa?
grandpa?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Rick Goodman. Rick is my counterpart at
Oh.
another location. Some powder on my forehead. Hey,
Ooh.
you know, it might not be a bad idea, really, but I might just go with something to hide all the wrinkles across my forehead. So,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
of course, Doug, I think, is chiming back in a speaker on. He's not watching you. Thank you. He's not watching, but he's able to comment.
Yeah, he can hear something.
I'm gonna let that rest. So
Yes.
either way, we appreciate everybody tuning in. So what else you got for us about this group page?
I don't know, man. What about these though?
Those are the most famous shoes in the Bigfoot community.
I swear to God, man.
Now,
I mean,
Shane,
I mean, I think I paid $30 for these, maybe.
money well spent, sir. Money well spent.
Damn, dude.
I will say this. Those are the most famous shoes. All right.
Stomp, right?
Yeah.
Kind of wiggle it around, make it bigger.
Make it bigger. Expand it out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now, I know, let me rephrase this. I was told from what I read on the old interweb yesterday,
Yeah.
is that you wear those shoes every time you go in the woods. Every time.
You want to
Those
see
are
the shoes I wear in the woods?
Those are your shoes of choice.
These are my shoes I wear every time I go out in the woods.
And the crazy part about that
It's
is,
still got Oklahoma on it.
yeah. And that was my response. I was like, Shane does not wear tennis shoes when we go bigfooting. He wears hiking
No,
boots. Like
that's like,
the rest of us. Or
dude,
I
and
may
they're
wear
not even
cowboy
high
boots.
tops, man. Like,
Yeah.
why in the F would I walk around in the woods? That doesn't make any sense.
They're skater shoes, right?
These things have about just as much wear and tear as the guy that's saying this. His shoes going back and forth to the refrigerator.
Oh,
Just saying, dude.
zing. Yeah.
Boom.
I mean,
You mean zinger.
I love a good zinger. I'm not going to lie. They're delicious. They're delicious. I'm going to start eating one of those on the show from now on. No more drinking alcohol. We're drinking water tonight.
I'm drinking water tonight too, sir.
Yeah, we're doing this show completely sober. That's pretty good water. But I wouldn't mind a zinger right now. I really wouldn't. So
yeah.
I think he should be allowed to watch. All right, Tim. Here we go. We're taking up for Doug.
Okay, I will say this: the dude said he would like to come on here and talk to us.
He did.
Yeah. At first, he has to get over what has he got?
COVID,
dumbass disease or something.
Oh, maybe.
Case of the dumbasses. No,
maybe.
He got COVID-19, so he's more than happy to. I
really hope he does come on, because it's so crazy how people can just put anything on a computer. The slander, the libel. You could put all that with so much animosity. Anonymous,
Sorry.
I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Not animosity. There might be some animosity in there, but you can stay so anonymous and just put that stuff from a distance. And what's the word they call those guys? Keyboard warriors, I guess, is what. And they got like a special jacket with the keyboard on the back, and they're part of a group. And you could do that thing. That's what's so bad about the internet and social media right now, is because it gives a lot of guys the ability to say things that they may not normally say to your face, right?
Yeah.
Because they're in another zip code, they're in another state, another city, whatever, all the way across the country, whatnot. So they feel as though I can say what I want to say. And if I got enough groupies, because that's what I was told that we had, was some groupies, that they'll believe what I say. Yeah, we had groupies, SBA members. SBA, you may have a screenshot of this. SBA members are groupies. I had to go and defend all 30 what are we at now? 3,200 members, 3,300 members.
Yeah.
Had to go on and defend all 30. We don't have groupies. We just have people that like Bigfoot,
Yeah.
and they're in our
I mean, that's why
group.
we got into this.
Yeah, they're in every group. It's not like we have people that are just in SBA and they're SBA loyal. They're in every group. You know what I mean?
know.
They're not SBA groupies. They're Bigfoot groupies, just like us. So
there's a lot of people in multiple groups.
I'm in multiple groups. Yeah, and I mean I'm in a lot of groups. So I don't hate any group out there, and I'm in the group that you just try to get into. Also,
damn it. That's
well,
all one Christmas, man.
I'll put a good word in for you and see what happens. So I'll message that guy and see if he'll let you in. So,
hey man, I'm gonna let's read this real quick.
Share it in my group, Blount County Bigfoot Research Organization of Alabama. Cool, Brandon. We appreciate that. Yeah.
Nice. Hey,
let's see. What was that?
Did you hear that? I think that was my wife laughing. That little whistle sound.
Oh, did she squeak?
Yeah, man. She's got a little mouse in her.
Oh, all right. I hope all the haters are watching. All right, Tim. Tell us how you
Thanks
really
for that. Yeah, Tim. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm gonna share this.
Okay.
What's up?
What's up, fellas? Yeah, I don't show who that is because we never set those settings right. But
share. This right here is there it is.
Here we go.
Probably kind of hard to read for folks. Here, let me do like Mario. Do. No, I'm just fucking around here. Whatever.
There you go. That's pretty good. Now some people are watching on their phones, but we could paraphrase this out if you want to.
Sure.
You want to do it, or you want me to, or
go for it, man.
Okay,
I've read this thing too many times. I'm like,
apparently he had some anonymous sources, about the incident at Texas Bigfoot Conference, which we addressed this a couple months ago. We did it the Monday right after, right? It says that Cliff and another gentleman discovered discrepancies on the tracks. Well, let's go ahead and pick it apart while we're at it. Cliff never discovered discrepancies in the track. The other gentleman that they're talking about, Michael, and ourselves discovered the discrepancy in the track. Maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks after we cast it, right?
I think it was days after, wasn't it?
And it may have been. I just know that we were in a group chat. We had to let the things dry for a while and then wash them. So I wasn't sure how many days had passed since we poured the cast when we started talking about. But the item that is in question, we talked about. It was everything from the bottom of a dip can to
that's what Dustin said. He thought it was
Dustin, and we all kind of was on that fence about it too, because it had that round curve to it. So we were like, that makes sense. It even came up that maybe it was something in the sack of plaster.
Yeah, like a label or
a label was mentioned, or the brown liner inside the sack, something to the effect of that. And then it was later on that I think I was the one that looked at it and I said, you know what? That's a tennis shoe. Somebody has stepped in the track. It's not like, and I was talking to a gentleman tonight, and I won't mention his name, but and I brought this point up to him, and he goes, well, put it this way, Brian. He said, if you and Shane were hoaxing this, or I guess since Shane is hoaxing, but I'm guilty by association, so whatever.
Oh, dude, I'm the kingpin.
Yeah, I mean, you're such the hoaxer. But he said, why wouldn't you guys just let this other individual, Michael, run with the fact that he thought it was something in the sack or a label? Because we have these screenshots of our conversation. We'll show those.
Yeah.
He even says himself, it's not in the track, it's in the cast. So he even thought himself that it was something that fell into the plaster. So we could have just ended it, called it dead right there, covered our tracks, so to speak, and said, yeah, man, we got him. You know what I mean? But we didn't. Yeah. We kept digging until we figured out that it was Shane's tennis shoe, and Shane somehow stepped in it. How does someone step in a track, Shane?
Well, sometimes it's your left foot, sometimes it's your right walking.
And has it happened before, Shane?
Yeah, Mr. Bill stepped in
Mr. Bill
one of the
stepped in
tracks
and
out there
ruined
before.
ruined a
Yeah,
perfectly good track.
yeah,
So it happens. We're
yeah.
excited. There's multiple tracks.
Oh,
We're
dude, you can
excited.
actually see in the video, and you can tell by the way I'm talking as opposed to how I'm talking right now, how excited I was.
Yeah,
Uh, dude, I must have made, I don't know how many trips back and forth to vehicles. Okay, trying to get plaster, trying to get water, trying to get all this shit together because I had a time limit because I had to take my son to work.
exactly.
So I actually
Exactly.
left.
Yeah. Yeah, we left Waldy
Oh,
there.
and I left him my shit so he
Yeah.
could also,
We left
pour other
him
cat.
we left him with our secret area, your material to forecast. And because we trusted him so much, here, you finish these out. You cast these, you keep them. You know what I mean? Because he was the one doing the work, right?
I was excited for him, man.
I
You
was
know,
tickled pink because here's the problem I have with that situation. I really liked Michael. I
yeah, me too, dude.
genuinely liked that dude. I would have never had offered him to come to Squatch Creek or to any campsite with us if I didn't really like him. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely liked the dude.
So
And
there's
so
PSA number one, folks. If you've got a close knit group and you're going out and you're finding evidence and it's great, I guess don't share it. Just don't. Just don't share it
yeah,
because
because you'll be persecuted over it.
that's how we will all get way ahead.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Let's stay closed minded and
just
secretive about
everybody keep your
everything.
shit to yourself.
So, so here we go. We're back. We're still in the first paragraph of this good story here.
Hmm.
So the tracks were created by one of the group's main people, and then cast and presented to the groupies as evidence. So you groupies that follow
Groupies.
us, yeah, and SBA, you guys are awesome group of groupies.
That's a
Um,
pretty much that's insulting. Actually,
I took high offense to that,
that's
and I made sure that I addressed
groupies.
that. So the group is Southern Bigfoot Alliance. Wow, that's us. And was started apparently with the main hope of getting a TV show or to make money off selling stuff to people who follow. All right, Shane.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. So, and and as long as we've been doing this, let's see. At the last conference we were at, I think I made $15 off of 3 stickers, which I then turned around and paid for this kick-ass shirt from Rock Squatch Designs.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and Honubby, I think I sold maybe 2 shirts, and I must have printed almost 200 shirts. So that means I've given them away.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not
And
Bigfoot is not my job at all.
yes. And here's the crazy part. I print SBA shirts here at my house.
It's
I
true.
bought a machine to do my own screen printing to keep our costs down.
Hmm.
Now, have I sold some shirts? You bet I have. I've sold numerous shirts, anywhere from 10 down to $5. Had to sell them for 20 at Honubby because that's the rule there. Um,
Oh
but I
yeah.
can tell you this: I lost money at every conference I've been to, but I did do it for the money. You know,
Hey, but you know what? We've never sold, like not even once, tracks, casts.
never sold a
Nope.
cast.
Never
Never
sold
sold a cast.
one. If you've
Never
bought
sold a
one
cast.
from us, please let me see it.
I would love to see the receipt. I would love to see. We've never even made a copy of a cast.
Nah, dude, I've been unsuccessful twice trying to make a mold.
We try to make copies so we can share with each other because
Exactly.
we have the dilemma of 5 of us who gets what.
Yeah,
So
so like when we were in Jefferson, what it took how many people? Like 4, right? Me, you, Tim, Dustin. Well, Bill didn't put his in. So there's 4 people converging,
mhm,
giving cast to 2 people to go.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'd love to have copies. I wouldn't mind selling one. I think they're awesome. If somebody really come to me and said, "Man, and I've had a couple people tell me this, man, if you could ever make a copy of that, I'd love to have one." Now, am I going to sell that for $99.95 in my sba.store.com? No, because we don't have an
Yeah, it doesn't even
sba.store.com.
exist.
Exactly. Now, some people have those online stores. We
Well,
don't.
I take that back, dude. I had one. I made one for us through Threadless
Yeah.
like years ago, but just as the Cryptease stuff that I have, it hasn't done anything. It's
But
no big
but
deal.
the cryptese is your thing. That's
Yes.
you know what I mean? That's not SBA. That's not Bigfoot. You know what I mean? That's just a cool t-shirt design. I bought one. I bought one for my
Oh yeah,
daughter.
you bought a
I bought
Sasquatch.
I bought it. Yeah, I bought it online. I bought one
Yeah,
for my daughter and myself. I don't know, man. So, anyways, oh, and the TV show. How
TV
many
show.
times have we talked about making a TV show? All the time. And the reason we talk about it, and I know where this comes from. This comes from someone who has sat in our campsite and has told this man this. The reason why we talk about making a TV show is because we are the biggest group of goofballs you'll ever hang out with. And
Yeah,
it has
it's
nothing to
true.
do with making a show about
Uh-uh.
finding Bigfoot. It's a show about 5 or 6 really cool guys, right? Because we're so
Ooh,
cool. I'll go ahead and throw that in. And just the shenanigans that happens at camp.
there
You
is a
know,
lot of shenanigans.
us teasing Tim, like we
It,
give
it,
that dude so much crap, right? And that is funny, and that would make great TV, in my opinion. I think that it's almost like a similar to like a Duck Dynasty or something like that. And I'm not comparing myself because I got accused today of comparing myself to TV gods, and I'm not doing that. But I think people would find that hilarious.
yeah,
Like just the stuff that we do to Tim is a whole season, right? So we talk about that at camp, which just when funny stuff. Oh man, if we had a TV show, this would be hilarious.
yeah,
I have never shot anything and sent it to a production company for
yeah. It's like,
SBA.
oh, we're gonna hit Discovery this month, and
Yeah,
next month we'll hit Animal Planet.
not us. Just, I mean, would it be cool? Yeah, it'd be cool to get paid to go look for Bigfoot. Who wouldn't want that
Yeah, who the
TV
hell
show?
who the hell doesn't want to do that?
If you could sit here and tell me you would turn that down, anyone that's watching, if you would turn that down, you'd be a fool. If I could take a year or two off work and get paid, $500,000 or whatever, I'm just throwing a number to go chase Bigfoot. Come on, man. Like, who wouldn't do that?
Yeah,
So, whatever. So, we keep going. While the group as a whole may not be involved, okay, classy, classy line there. Shane Church was the one who found the questionable tracks and cast them, but the rest of the SBA is standing behind him on this. All right, and I know I'm ranting here, Shane, and I'm going, and I'm full throttle on
dude,
this
this
thing.
is it's so dumb.
I'm so full throttle on this because, oh my god, like so
That is
Squatch
so
Creek.
stupid.
Like this has got me so frustrated. Like,
I
dude, I'm
know,
uh,
dude.
I'm sweating over here. Like, Squatch Creek has been going on since when? 2017
Let's see. Hey, damn, I always have to
or
think. Okay,
18?
so I know
18.
2019, January. Before that was 2018.
April
And
18. Okay.
spring of
So
2018.
here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. Spring, April 2018. I found a track picture on a morel mushroom site posted by this little blonde chick, probably 24, 25 years old. She didn't know what they were. I sent her a message. I paid the girl $100 because I make so much money off all this merchandise. I paid her $100. Yeah, big money, right? I said, take me to this spot. I don't want your mushrooms because I know morel mushroom hunters are super secretive on their spots, right? And I don't blame them. I don't even like mushrooms. I gave her $100. I said, just show me where it's at, point to it. You could drive away with my cash, never talk to me again. Now, before we went, I did as much investigative work as I could on this chick. I creeped her Facebook page. I creeped all her social media. I was looking for some type of sign of Bigfoot interest because I thought if she's got some Bigfoot interest, I'm not even going to show up. I'm just going to just dead in the water for me. I found zero, nothing. Okay. I met the girl. She looked at. She said, "There they are." She goes, "What do you think they are?" I said, "I don't know." Tim and I was there. I said, "But we're going to cast them. Here's your money. Thank you very much." And that was it. I never saw this chick again. And still to this day, I still creep her on Facebook. Still, I just creeped her a few months ago just so I could see if she's got any other crazy Bigfoot stuff. And I have never seen her post a single thing about Bigfoot or anything cryptid. She's just a down to earth country Oklahoma girl that likes to hunt
hunter.
and fish. Yeah.
The hunter.
And yeah, I mean, she deer hunts, she hunts, looks for mushrooms.
Hey man, and what did she say about that though? That area back there that she would never go back there and hunt.
She doesn't hunt that area because she doesn't like being back there when it's dark. It gives her a weird vibe, and she doesn't know why. Well, we know why because we've been there. We've got that weird vibe, right? I mean,
yes.
So I don't know, man. That's just so frustrating. But yeah, so Shane Church was never there. Shane Church has never. I would put Shane on a lie detector today, and I could guarantee you he had never been to Helton, Oklahoma before I have. So, so if Shane had never been there,
know that place.
How did Shane hoax these? And
because I knew that moral mushroom lady was gonna.
You just knew she was gonna find them, right? You just went out and picked this random place.
I've been combing the shroom sites like you wouldn't believe.
No, what it is there's probably 50,000 tracks you hoaxed all across southern Oklahoma, and
I'm a
someone
busy
finally
guy,
found
man.
one. Yeah,
I'm like Santa Claus. You just
oh my god. So let's carry on here. So he says, I will post the pictures here with a short description, and you could be the judge. So, but they have been discovered to be hoaxers. Even Cliff has said he is hanging them up, one of their cast, in his Hall of Shame.
Hall of Shame. Well, if he's doing that, he might as well put a cast of his pecker too.
I mean, Hall of Shame. People may not realize we had Cliff on the show, and you remember how much hatred we had for that man prior to the show because of the phone conversation between y'all.
It was almost like a bait and switch.
It was because he came on. He knew that he had approached you in the wrong way. He apologized for it. He said straight to our face on here, I don't think your cast are real. I'm fine with that. That's cool, man. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. You've never found anything like that. So it's hard to believe that two knuckleheads like ourselves could find something like that. I get that. Right. And so I have no problem with somebody telling me, I don't think your tracks are real. My mom doesn't think they're real. Okay. So
dude, I got family members that are probably like,
yeah, like, wait a minute, what's this dude smoking right now? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Those ain't real. Where do you buy those at? I get that all the time.
With your life?
Exactly. So I'm not going to worry about Cliff. I even told him, like, hey man, I respect that. I disagree with you.
Hey, you know what, man? It's okay. At least he had the sand to come on here and talk, right?
He did. And you know what? He had nothing to gain by coming on our little show. Nothing to gain. I mean, we won on that deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we won, right? I mean, we gained a lot of views off of that.
I didn't even get a freaking beer out of that whole thing.
Yeah, he said he was going to give you one.
He's going to give me a beer.
And then at Jefferson, he came over to the table. I went to his table first because I wanted to look at his. He had a hand cast that was pretty cool. I went over and looked at it, and I talked to him for a little bit. And then at the end of the show, he came over, or end of the conference, he came over to our table and took a look at ours, took a lot of photos, took some measurements. Didn't say a word. I mean, just asked a couple things and said, have a good day. So,
okay.
I don't know. What else you got for us? What other screen shares you want to be? Let's take a look at. I'm all over the place today because I'm amped up, man. I've been amped up over this for 2 or 3 days now. So,
I'm telling you, dude. Oh, Timmy.
Yeah, Tim's always going to love us. So, I'm not sure how casting a track will get you on a show.
Thanks, Pat. I agree with you, dude.
Yeah, I didn't think it would either. I thought just our goofy shenanigans would be what get us on a show if we ever got one.
You know what? We're having fun. This is like a hobby. It's awesome. It's adventurous. We've come up on things that are mind blowing. I'm sorry that there's people out there that think that we're making them. Get your ass off the couch and go out in the woods. I
Yeah,
don't know what to tell you.
get out of the campsite. Get
Yes,
into some real country. You know what I
yes,
mean? Quit hanging around the bathroom at the tent site. You know what I mean?
and
Go go
and
rugged.
of course, Hilton is not in the middle of the jungle.
No, not at all.
When you get
Not at
out
all.
there and you actually talk to the townspeople, um, and really see how that place is, it is. I don't know, man. There's something very creepy about that whole area,
It's a little
and
different.
and when you start walking around in there, you don't realize until you start walking and getting deep into it how much wildlife really is out there.
Yeah,
I mean, period. We got a damn lioness on one of our game cameras.
exactly.
African lion.
African lion. But we hoaxed that, Shane. We hoaxed that.
Oh Jesus!
That's me in
Really?
a lion suit. Come on, man.
God.
Pat Turner says I want to be on the show. Come on, Pat, be on it. Be on any show.
Yeah, we'd love to have
If we
Pat
get a
on.
show, Pat, you get a show.
That's right.
Everybody gets a show.
Like Oprah, man. You get a
Oprah.
show and you
You
get one.
let's see. Randy Harrington says hello.
What's up,
Hey,
Randy?
Randy, what's going on, buddy? Well, look who's here.
Haters will hate. Let them. That area is squatchy for sure. All right.
Yeah, he's been there. He knows.
Yeah, that's true.
He's been there. So
I've got
here
another
look.
screenshot here. I speak for myself as a professional science trainer. I am tired of people being such narcissists towards others who have never met. Members as groupies. I am a knower and have my own experiences. Keep your efforts. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, David. Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
groupies. That's just it was crazy. Bigfoot Outlaws, LOL. I don't know what that came from. So, and yeah, Cliff did stop by. It was when you guys were going to lunch. So, but it was lunchtime, so the traffic had kind of died down. So it was a good time for
Yeah,
him to get away from his own table and come over to us. So,
yeah, for sure.
I don't think he was trying to avoid you. I think it was
Now
just.
wait a second. Wasn't he not selling that stuff over there?
Oh yeah, he sold all his cast.
Who's making money off this shit?
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I got accused of that.
Our casts are so good that I think they'd be if there was a cast section on Amazon, I think we'd be #1 seller.
Damn, bestseller. Amazon bestseller.
Yeah, bestsellers.
Oh God.
So maybe that's the fear. If these guys mass produce these and sell them, I'm not going to be able to sell any of my stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know what's in people's heads, but we're not trying to sell our cast. I would love to make some copies for especially for people, groupies, if they wanted one. You know what I mean? Like if because we got a lot of people in our group that we talk to regularly. You know what I mean? And that we've camped with and things like that. I wouldn't want to try to like make a fortune on these people. I'm not selling these casts. You know what I mean? But I would like if somebody wanted one, just say, hey, yeah, I got like $40 in my molds and plaster. If you want one, I'll make you one. You know, I'm not trying to wrap it up and put a bow on it and sell it to you for $2.99. So
Yeah.
I mean, heck, I gave one of my cast away. I donated it.
Gave it to the dude that started all this.
Yes.
Stuff.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I donated it for the cause, you know, for Tanya. But
hey, what happened to that one? What happened to that cast?
He has it, I guess.
Oh, he's going to keep that one.
I mean, he might as well just crush it up because they're all fake, right?
Yeah, right.
I tell you what, Mendoza, just see if Michael will give you his. I mean,
there you go.
We don't have to make you one and go through all the trouble and the cost.
Yeah. Hey, dude, it's already in a box and everything. It's like in a
I made a little wooden rustic crate for it.
Yeah, why don't you pass that on over to
over
man over here, Big Dog,
our good buddy there. Let him have it. So
yeah, let him have it.
Heck, let Cherie have it. She's been in the woods with us as much as anybody, right? She deserves one. Yeah, she's been to Squatch Creek. Cherie, you're up next for a cast. If we cast any in the near future, I'll give you one.
All right, I'm down with that.
I'm not going to sell it to you. I'll give you one because you're my friend.
Hey, we even told what's his nuts? You know what I'm talking about. That we would give him one.
Oh,
If
Cliff.
remember? Yeah.
Yeah. We put it on the line, Cliff. If you come to Oklahoma or Dallas and look at these, we'll give you one. And
We'll meet your ass halfway.
Get ready for work, Timmy, buddy. We love you.
Tim.
Be safe.
Be safe, bud. 10.
All
right, man. I'm gonna share the screen, man.
All right, get me fired up some more, man.
Man,
I'm just on a roll. He said we could take turns. Okay, what do we got here?
What is going on here?
Okay, so what we got here is we got this guy. You got the mouse there, so you show that.
Oh yeah.
So I'm over here using my mouse like everybody can see me. Nobody can see me.
Okay, so right here.
We got
right
Cliff.
Where the bald spot is.
We got Cliff.
And yeah.
And there's the track in question.
Here we go. Let's see if we can't. You know what? People are on phones. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's Cliff looking at the track, and there's Michael showing it to him. And this must be where they just discovered the discrepancy. According to what Bigfoot Hoaxers 2.0 says, this is where these two guys discover the discrepancy.
This was the exact moment?
I apparently, because it says that at Jefferson, okay, which we know is not true because we talked about this months before Jefferson, okay. So that's where and this is where Cliff confronts us as hoaxers at SBA.
Cliff didn't say shit to me.
No, didn't say a word about the cast being
he
fake.
Took his little red-cheeked face, looking ass, back to his table. He didn't say nothing. I
did
said,
not confront us.
How are you, Cliff? Didn't say it.
And I don't know if that comment's on here or not, but apparently what I read, and I believe I sent this to you, is that at this point we tucked our tails and left. We left 2 days before the conference events ended. I thought the conference was just
that doesn't even make any damn sense.
Wasn't the conference just that Saturday?
Conference was Friday. They set up, I think. They have a dinner Friday. But when I talked to Wool Heater, and I even have the messages. Shit. He told me to be there at Saturday, and setup was at 9, I believe.
Yeah.
8 or 9 a.m.
Yeah, I think 8, I think, or something like that. Or they were going to open the doors at 8 or something like that.
Because I bartered our table there. I did some artwork for Craig, and he let us in there in the vendor area.
Yep.
So that's how that went down.
Yeah. So Cliff never confronted us at Jefferson. We didn't tuck our tails, and we'll give you guys the backstory of what happened when we left. So the conference is over. Everyone's breaking down, folding up, going home. Okay. We're parked on the side door. It's just where we parked. Okay.
That was the only parking we could get after lunch, period.
Exactly. So we start carrying our stuff out. Now, prior to this, Michael confronts you in the front and just starts cussing you, screaming at you. You guys have some heated words. I'm inside still.
Actually, dude, I was pretty cool, man.
Okay. So I'm inside still talking to people, right? And you come in, you tell me you're upset. I can tell you're upset.
Yeah, because it was like starting to resonate and really starting to piss me off, dude. And I'm like,
well, and here's the thing.
We've been here.
And here's the thing. People say, oh man, these guys are such hotheads. They're so aggressive. If that would have been a complete stranger that walked up to you in the parking lot and said, hey man, your casts are fake, you would have just probably laughed and went on. But this is coming from a man that we have spent many days with, talking to, in the woods with. So this was a blow to us.
It was shocking. I'm just going to say that. I was shocked.
Yeah. And so totally caught off guard. Okay. And it's not like we didn't have many, many times to talk about this beforehand. This was just, he caught you outside. He confronted you. He was in there earlier. I took a picture with him earlier that day. Never said a word to me.
I started out I came back from the bathroom. I saw him and I was like, "What's up, dude?" Because I hadn't seen Walty for most of the day. Shook his hand and he was like, "I need to talk to you." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I followed him right outside, dude, because we talked.
Yeah. So here's where the tuck and tell. We're loading up. We're taking the final things outside.
And it was a lot of stuff to load too.
It was a lot of stuff. It's not that we tucked our tails and ran. Our women were in a verbal altercation with this man. And I say verbal, I mean there are some words that we won't repeat here that were being said.
They were giving that dude a good old fashioned Texas ass chewing.
They were on him like white on rice.
Holy smoke.
So I walk up, and normally I'm the one that's got the attitude, right? Like I'm the one that's quick to, let's do this. There's kids around. That's the first thing I see. I see some kids. So I look at Waldy across the street. Let's go across the street, because I knew that I needed to get him away from our women, because our women were hot. And Jen says it there.
We tear his ass apart, maybe.
I mean, there, right there, she says it. We were sticking up for our men, and we love you guys for that.
Yeah, I love you for that, babe.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. Who doesn't want a woman that will take up for you? So I removed him from the situation, and I
did that dude a favor.
And I had yeah, because not so much even for him, but just for everybody. I mean, we're all because grown up.
There was like all these groups going on, and it was just the tension was getting high. It was there, dude.
It was explosive. It was explosive. And so I removed him. What are we over there? 30 yards away, 40 yards away, whatever it might be. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? He starts telling me, and I tell him point blank, man, you went about this the wrong way. You should have called me. You should have, we could have talked about this. We could have got to the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. Right. We could have got to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But that's not the route he took. And once that bridge is blown, it's blown. And that's where we ended it. By that time, the ladies had calmed down. And I know Renee commenting too. She's in on it. And yeah, she was pretty hot. And we decided we weren't going to stay for the dinner anyways. We didn't. We just weren't. You guys had thought about it, but Renee and I weren't ever intending.
The Jefferson City, the downtown that's the place you want to go eat. That's man, that was cool.
Yeah, and that's what we did. We wanted to take up a local place. We had and we had a great time.
Dude, that manager was crazy. Remember him? He was funny as hell.
I would love to have him on the show.
Oh my God,
that dude was hilarious.
Oh my God, he was awesome.
And it was such a relief, because there was so much tension there, right? And then we go there. We had this great dinner. We calmed down. Forget it. We did our show that following Monday, and we thought this stuff was squashed, and we were on. All right. And now here we are, month and a half later, whatever.
Well, what happens is, boom, you got boom, right? Yeah. And all this fallout starts coming down, and it goes through tiers of people, and then it gets down to the friggin' cockroaches, the bottom feeders.
Bottom feeders. Then
they start regurgitating and shitting on everything, Oh, pardon my language.
Mm-hmm. So you got a couple comments here, and I like this one from Stephen Strofert. And I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. Those nifty, crafty track casts look like they were made, dun, 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 to be sold.
Cha-ching!
Yeah, because my website is full of those tracks for sale.
The order, and Christmas is around the corner.
Get your orders in while supplies last, right? So, and then he says, other than the shoe marks, what else tipped people off that these were hoaxed? Other than the shoe marks. So here's our old buddy, Stephen James.
He's not my buddy. He's a dick scab, if you ask me.
All right. Sorry. At one point, he was a pretty good guy. I like Stephen James.
Yeah, you did like Steve.
I did like Steve, because I thought he was very intellectual, and I liked having conversations with him. Mm-hmm. I adore his wife. I think she's one of the sweetest ladies I've ever met. And so he goes in and says, Well, they have had about 5 different occasions that they have pulled up multiple trackways from the same location over a 2-year period that I am aware of. Okay, so when I first read this, I almost read this as if he is defending us slightly, because this isn't just a one and done deal or an every time deal. We're talking a stretch of dirt road about 200 feet around a finger of a small lake within a city park. I chanced upon the location almost 2 years ago, which led to a major falling out and harassing of me by them. Now, having seen the hoaxing evidence, their overly aggressive reactions to someone else knowing the site makes much more sense. Okay, so let's unravel this weave of lies, shall we? So, the area known as Squatch Creek was completely secretive until we had a gentleman that we removed from the group for some unethical, non Bigfoot related practices. Okay, just some things that we could not overlook in his personal character, and so we removed the man from our group, and we won't go into that because that's not what we're talking about. But we know that man and this man still converse. They see each other. So the chance encounter that he found this place is totally preposterous. Okay, he did not just happen upon this place. You don't just happen upon Squatch Creek. It's not any type of Bigfoot hotspot on anyone's radar. Okay, regardless of what he may say. Now, I understand that you have to give a reason of why you're there without saying really why you're there. So I give him a pass on lying to my face about it, because I understand that it will look bad for the other gentleman that probably told him where it was. So I let it pass. I get there, I get out of the vehicle, even though his wife locks the Jeep and says, Brian's about to kick your blankety blank. Okay. I let it go. I let it go. And you guys were upset. You and Dustin, Tim, y'all were furious when I told you guys.
I'm going to admit, I was mad.
Yeah.
I was just
but I said, you know what? He's here. There, nothing will change that now.
True.
So I looked at it like, let's bring him in, let's rein him in, and make sure he's on Team SBA. Let's make sure that
at least
while he's
keep this stuff
exactly
underway.
And another thing I looked at was I was like, okay, he's a smart guy, so let's use what we can out of him. Let's use his brain to maybe answer some questions that we had about some things that we seen out there. Maybe a fresh set of eyes on this will help us. And that's all I was looking at. Okay. So I show him the layout. Hey, this is where the original tracks were. This is where the first 20 is. This is we go down the whole deal. Okay. He happens to look over the other side of the bridge and finds a toe print. Just a lone big toe print. And he shows it to me, and I said, man, that's a great find. He asked me if he could cast it. Of course you could cast it. You're the one who found it. So he cast, and we drove off. Renee and I left. We left him and his wife there, and we know he stayed a while because we had cameras hidden out there. We watched the pictures on our cameras. Remember, we talked about it. We looked at to see what all he did while he was out there. We wanted to see if he was messing with stuff or anything like that. But he wasn't. He was straightforward, legit. He walked up and down the creek, and he left there with no evidence of him ever being there. And we were just kind of like, fine. But then we had some other things happen with him unrelated to Squatch Creek.
Oh, wait a second, man. That toe print. I must have known he was going to go out there.
Yeah.
I drove 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I could make this toe
to hoax a man that wasn't supposed to be there.
It was successful.
Here's what we got to do, Shane. I got this figured out. Here's what we got to do. I'm going to tomorrow go get you a 1-900 number.
What?
Hear me out on this. This is how we're going to get rich. Here's the real game. Right. You're going to start doing psychic readings because I think you might be psychic, my buddy. I'm pretty sure you are. So,
like Aquaman. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
And we're gonna get rich on this. And we might get a TV show off that. And I'll just be the guy holding the boom and the mic.
You gonna be the boom mic operator?
It's all I need. It's all I need. So, and every once in a while, maybe the camera will pan over and catch me, and I'll get my little 15 minutes of fame. I'm fine with that. So
God.
here we go. Here we go. What I'm looking at all the comment. Renee called the pizza guy a little Danny DeVito. Yeah,
He was a little. Yeah, he was.
What was the name? It was
Oh,
Bulldog Pizza.
Yeah, Bulldog. That's right.
Bulldog Pizza, Jefferson, Texas. If you're ever in Jefferson, visit Bulldog Pizza and tell that little guy that looks like Danny DeVito that his pizza sucks and that a guy from Oklahoma said it, and you'll have the best time. So, who's your Squatch? Hey guys, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Randy laughing at us. This is what we do, Randy. I mean,
I know, man.
This ain't a real show. I don't know why. He did the same thing to Waldy's. I guess.
That's right. Dude,
Stephen James.
Waldy called me about that too. When, it was Tishomingo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That Waldy was not cool with and thought that, again, he was a dick scab.
Yeah. So Cherie says this explains why he wasn't friendly and talking at Colgate. Cherie, you talking about Michael or Stephen James? Probably Michael. I think he was probably at Colgate. I almost went to Colgate. Now I wish I would have. And Dustin is asking, who's Cherie Sanders? Can I be your guy's fluffer? I don't know who this is. I'm assuming it's Doug. Let me go on record right now, Doug.
That's crazy.
Whoever this may be. I don't need no fluffer. Oh yeah, she says Michael.
She said Michael.
Yeah, and why would he be that way to Cherie? Cherie ain't never done anybody wrong. She ain't never done nobody wrong. I mean, is it your own guilt of your own actions that makes you do something like that to somebody unaffected?
I did talk to a person 2 days ago, and they also said they got a hold of Waldy, and he was pretty rude to them, or mean, or off-putting, or whatever. So
I don't know. And here's the thing with that: we don't ever know what someone's going through in their personal life.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And maybe something's going on in this old boy's life, and I wish him well. I really do. I do. I don't want to see anybody in a bad spot. Even though this guy's caused me so much grief here lately, I would, same way with Cliff. Heck, even the same way with Darren on his page. Guy's got COVID. I hope he makes a full recovery.
Make a recovery, dude.
Yeah, and I don't want to see anybody. I don't wish ill will on anyone. Okay, so I'm hoping if Michael's got some stuff going on, I hope it works out for him. I really do. So
I hope he gets over the COVID stuff and is able to live out his New Year's resolution of touching his toes.
All right.
That was so nice. It was so nicely put, though, man.
It was nicely put.
It was not mean.
It was heartfelt. It really was. It really was. So what's our next screen share? Because man, I'm feeling.
Oh my God.
I'm feeling. I'm on fire right now.
You're on fire.
I feel like I've been talking this whole time.
I've got the Squatch Creek thread, but I'm hoping it's in order. I don't know if it's in. Let me see. I'm just gonna put one up there. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna select them all, and we'll just kind of. It's a puzzle, Brian.
Okay.
We're doing a puzzle. We's doing. Puzzle.
Let's all be friends. Pretty soon we'll have something 1,000 times better than any track. Hey man, I hope you're right, Pat. So
here we go. Oh, I know, Pat. I'm with you, man.
So yeah, this is our chat.
Okay, is this it? Yeah, this must be it. The beginning one?
Maybe. I don't know. Go back one more. Okay, go another one. Another one. Okay, keep going.
Oh, wait.
Is that it? That's him. Okay, that's the beginning. So yeah, and the only reason why I know that is because the time up there on my phone. I screenshot that at 5:43. So we're talking about there's something in the track. He's saying it's in the mid-tarsal break. Maybe it was dumpster diving, like a sticker was stuck on it. So Dustin asked him, which track did it come from? You got a pic of it before pouring the material in. So here it is. We are in discussion of this fake track, right? So this is my comment. Is it me, or does it almost look like scales? Because I thought maybe
what, Brady? That kind of does look like.
Yeah.
Like a
fish.
fish.
It looked like there was a fish on the ground or something, is what I thought.
I'm gonna get an aquarium, dude, with like Adidas to just.
So Michael goes in and says it has a circular frame with a diamond pattern. The heel, obviously. And Dustin says he could have stepped on a dip can lid. So go ahead and flip it back one page. And we all kind of are like, yeah, maybe it is a then he says, this one is going to be the best track in the South. But it's fake. But it's fake, right?
This is the track that's in the alleged museum wall of shame.
Wall of shame, yeah. So this is him cleaning it. Go ahead and flip one more because we don't have a whole lot in there. Flip the cast to match a print. I don't see in the print. And I said no. He says that Jerry Hested and Shelley Covington, both very well respected, said that that's the best cast they have ever seen in the South. Of course, I agree, but, because I'm a little partial to it, right? And he says, I don't think they saw the big 20 y'all have. That 20 is impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive.
It's super impressive.
Oh, and there's me.
There's you. That's us pouring the cast that day.
Yes. Yes, that was that day.
That was that day. Yeah. Go ahead and click one.
One more.
So this is a private discussion between Waldy and myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We were talking about something. He said that'd be great. I'm heading in prepared. I said maybe tomorrow I'll put a group chat together of folks going, and that was an outing that we were going on. Those tracks validated that feeling of visual evidence that ties directly to the target, not the possibility of misidentification. Thanks again. That is him validating what he saw himself. Because keep in mind, people, Waldy's the one who found these tracks, not us.
We would have. I mean,
we would have.
Like, what, 1 or 2 steps ahead of us?
He was, because we were telling the story of the area.
Yeah.
So we had our backs to the creek, and we were going from day one. This is what we found. This is how we found it. We're giving him the history of the area. He happens to look across and he says, there's a track. And I laugh because I thought, he's messing with us, right? Mm-hmm. So this is Waldy's own words. I'm still stoked. Everything that ever happened was common markers of activity. Those tracks validated that feeling, not the possibility of misidentification. And then thanks again. And I said, so glad we lucked out, because we know that this is some degree of luck for us, right? Because
we've only found tracks 3 times before that out of going on this spring 3 years.
Yes. And so we
still go out there. So.
Yeah, exactly. I was there last weekend, right? So there was another lie we want to address, is that one of the claims on Bigfoot Hoaxers Exposed 2.0 was that we find tracks every time we go. God, I wish we did.
Jeez, man.
I wish we did. But we don't. I went there last weekend. There was nothing. Last time I was there, nothing. I mean,
I went the weekend before that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got a pool.
Did you find anything?
No. Nothing.
No.
Nothing that we're looking for.
Exactly. So you got another screenshot for that one? Or is that it? Okay, so let's show everybody what he saw on the track. This is in the cast. Can we zoom in on what he circled there? Why didn't we use a red circle? Don't everybody use red circles for this? So you can see there. Now keep in mind, folks, This track is 3/4 of an inch deep in some very dense Oklahoma soil.
Yeah.
So you see what I thought looked like scales to me.
Oh, I can
You
see that.
Yeah. You see what Dustin thought was a dip can because it's round and it's
Yeah,
got,
because it's got right here.
it's got a little edge on it.
Lid or something would.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
two very, very possible things until later on we discovered that it was Shane's shoe. So Shane,
Yes.
how did your shoe print magically reappear 3/4 inches down after you faked that track?
I stepped on it. I mean, what else do I got to say?
I know. I know. Like,
I stepped on the son of a bitch.
by
Shit.
accident. You know what I mean?
I didn't
Like,
do it on purpose.
it happens, man. That's what I don't get. Like, it
Hey, and there were
happens.
5 tracks too. And when we first got there, you can watch the video. I'm talking about there's only 3. I didn't even know there was one right off the bridge. I probably stepped in that one too.
Probably.
And then there was another one that Michael found because he was trajecting. He was on trajectory, which I thought he did a pretty damn good job of.
He did a great job.
Yeah, he trajected it, and then he found another impression in the game trail.
Yep.
That was actually good investigating.
That's what we're supposed to do, right?
Right. That was excellent investigating. And shit, it was on camera. It was live.
Yeah, we did. We went live that day with it. We were excited. We were pumped.
I couldn't believe it, man.
So there it is. Zoom back out of that. What else are we talking about on that page? Okay, he says it's not part of the track. Go back to that.
Wait, what is? Oh, there's this one too.
You went too far.
Did I go too far, Brian?
Yeah. Go back one more. Okay. It's not part of the track. Dustin says, I see the border. And then go over now, if you don't mind, buddy. Oh, wrong way.
That one.
Yep. Go one more.
Is there a label?
Was there a label in the plaster? Oh, you skipped it.
There it is.
So he jokingly says it's an alien tracking device that, we're just making fun of, just being goofy. He says, I can't figure it out. Nobody has said anything. So then I'm asking, where's it at? And that's when we get into that it's in the mid-tarsal break. So we're a little out of order on it. Yeah, I mean, we're not perfect. We don't know what we're doing.
Oh, look, and then there's a...
And look at my comment right there. What did I say?
Oh, that's from a different date.
No, my comment's the blue one.
Oh, gonna need to really inspect that.
Yeah. Because that's what we're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
We're supposed to really inspect it. Yeah.
That's exactly what we do.
So Michael took the cast in the other picture, took a photo, photoshopped it, inverted it, flipped it, whatever you want to call it, and put us side by side so we could see it in the mud. Good work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we try to do. We want to answer any issues. I mean, if something doesn't look right, I mean, we had enough people in that group chat, enough intelligent people to figure that out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
completely.
What else we got on there? I don't remember. We'll go the other way.
It's not part of the track. I see the border. Am I missing something here?
Yeah, go the other way.
Mid-tarsal break, maybe it's from dumpster diving.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we went through this one. Yeah, so maybe that might be.
I wish I had. No, I mean I took all the screenshots you sent.
Yeah, I think that may be it. So that may have been all I sent you.
So, well, in essence, there you go.
Yeah. After he could whip his butt and not feel as bad. We're not trying to whip anybody.
We're not the violent people claim us to be.
Jumped in.
Who was the Dixie? I love that's the first thing. Yes. Oh, I was talking
You were talking about Stephen James.
Stephen James. It was he's just such a dick scab to me. Sorry, I can have that opinion.
We're not going to get a TV deal with our slides out of
Slides
order.
out of order.
Oh, touche, my friend. Touche.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, no TV show. Shane, we can't even put slides together, but you know what?
Oh,
We
dude.
can fabricate some tracks out in the middle of nowhere though, right? So
Man, I'm the fucking Michael Bay of the Bigfoot world, dude.
I'm telling you.
Guess.
What other do we have any other screenshots from the Bigfoot hoaxers page? I don't remember how many of those I sent you.
I didn't have
Okay.
any screenshots. I did find this shocking image. It's just shocking.
I'm almost afraid to see what that's the guy that's making the accusations.
Yeah.
Or
it needs to be on Bad
writing.
Comb Over 2.0.
Yeah, that's the guy who's writing the accusations that some anonymous sources have told him. So, like, I mean, we have a pretty good idea who the sources are, right? It's not very anonymous. There was only a handful of people that were there. So,
okay, I've had enough of that. Eesh.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes if we ever get him on. So he has a group called.
Yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, MABRC, which we've spoke to him. We spoke to him before about doing a. We were going to do his conference. It
was Bigfoot Symposium.
Yeah, the Bigfoot Symposium, Stillwell, Oklahoma. We were going to do it. I know a couple of those people that are in that. That's like a secret group, like a members only type group. You got to have a jacket and everything to get in that group.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a vest and put patches on it. I'm gonna be the shit on that.
Yeah, you should. And I know that a couple of those folks were at that confrontation with our women and Michael. So I don't know. We'll see. But don't you have some interesting screenshots of the kettle calling the pot black? About all the merchandise we sell?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying. It's on our page. I'm gonna find. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna share screen.
So we're being accused of only starting our page to
sell stuff,
sell merchandise, pedal stuff, which we haven't.
So,
but
he's selling this. What is this? In the Shadows audio surveillance of
these are some books that he wrote. These are some books that he has wrote. Now, I sent you a screenshot of the store.
The store? No, I didn't get. Did I get
pages? Pages? Yeah, you have them. Pages of the store.
Let me see. I'm sorry. I've been working on my dad all week, and I'm just kind of like barely hanging in there. Where are they?
Yeah, they're on.
Was it me and you talking?
Just in ours, yeah. Let's don't show a lot of that if you don't mind. So
that's hilarious.
Scroll on up there.
Let me scroll. Oh shit! I'm on. Oops. Hang on. Let me.
Yeah. Go ahead. Take your screen share off until you find it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
You're right. We can't have our own TV show.
We can't have our own TV show. We have absolutely zero production skills.
Crap. What am I doing?
I can't believe StreamYard even lets us do this show. You were just going along, and everybody's looking at your messages, and
I know. I'm like, I know, right? I'm just like, I'm out of it, man.
I sent you 3 pages. They were like the first thing I sent you.
Oh.
Do you need me to go in there and like it? Will it pop up for you?
Wait. Oh, wait. Wait a second, sir. Oh, wait a second, sir. Yep, I got it.
This is what I meant by what's it up saying? The kettle calling the pot black, or the pot calling the kettle black?
Pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. So like You criticize somebody for doing something when you do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's their website. That's his website.
Symposium shirts and such.
Yeah, look at all that merchandise for sale.
Dang. You can even get a teddy bear.
Isn't that cute? That's adorable.
Bear.
Order me 2 of those.
Two teddy bears.
Yeah, you might want to unshare that screen now in case you're still clicking away. But it's just, I find it odd that a guy can dog us and accuse us of trying to sell merchandise.
Yeah,
while selling merchandise.
That's right, dude.
And the other thing is
what is up?
SBA is a public. It's a public page. Anybody can join as long as you're a legit, profile.
Like I've always said, if you're not a baby killing Nazi, welcome aboard.
Exactly. But yet, we've never asked for a membership fee.
Nope.
To be an SBA. We got 3,200 people. Let's ask them all for $10.
No, that's what that dude.
That's what I'm saying. But just say, what if we asked everybody for $10, $32,000? Let's say we needed it for, I don't know. Let's just say I needed a new server at my house to run the website for our group. Would you guys be willing to pitch in $10 a piece to get us that new server?
Yeah, we need a server.
No, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't believe me. You would not believe that, right? But yet this guy can go to his members and say he needs a server to give you guys up-to-date information.
Real deal stuff.
This is real. This is real.
Shut up, man.
I'm not making this up. This is real. But yet we're being accused of doing this for money. I am working on a HP computer. I bought this thing for, I don't know, $600 maybe. I didn't ask any SBA member for a dime to buy anything to do this.
Nope.
Not a dime. We pay for website. We pay for this StreamYard out of our own pocket. We don't ask anybody for anything.
No.
But yet we started SBA to make money and sell merchandise.
Dude, we're going to make gazillions.
Yeah. And here's another thing. I've seen some people that I'm Facebook friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They like a lot of stuff I post. But then I see their little shady comments in their little private chats where they talk about us. That bothers me. That bothers me.
Really?
Because that's just two-faced. And I wasn't raised that way.
I hear you, man. I'm with you, but
my mama's name is Poochie. If you know me, you know my mom's name is Poochie. And Poochie didn't raise a two-faced guy. And so I find it sickening when I see people that are friendly to me on Facebook and like a bunch of stuff that I post, but then when they think they're in a private chat, they run us down. Oh, these guys are this, these guys are that. I never trusted these guys.
Then go, leave.
Why do you follow us?
Yeah, get out of here.
Why do you watch everything we do if you really think we're shady? Like I don't get it. Like, that bothers me. You know what I mean? Like,
did you know when Howard Stern first broke into New York and really became a radio personality, the most people that listened to him, the longest, were the people that hated him.
Oh, I agree.
And that made him even more successful. So it's just like
now here, let me tell you what happens. I got into some chat arguments on Bigfoot Exposed 2.0 today because I spent a good part of my day defending my good friend Shane and defending our group. And
I would have loved to defend it myself, but like I said, they just wouldn't let me in.
And I don't know, man. It just bugs me. It really did. It bugged me when I saw people that are friendly in one aspect, but then that keyboard warrior goes into effect. And run you down when they think you don't know it. But I done saw it, right? I mean, the damage is done, and some people are even nice to me to my face when I see them at conferences. Oh, hey, Brian. Oh, good work. Oh, can I buy a shirt? Can I get a shirt? But then those same individuals make comments about, well, I never really trusted them guys anyways. Why are you wearing my shirt?
What?
Why are you wearing my shirt?
Leave. Go.
It bothers me, man. It's just getting to me. Let's see. Let's back up here. Bet he pockets money from there also. Oh, he does, Dustin. He does. He doesn't do that. That's not a nonprofit. Dustin missed our drinks. He's having a Coke and Captain Morgan. Dustin, we're water today, bud. We didn't want alcohol to set in, and we really go on a rant. So,
yeah, I'm trying not to be a sailor over here.
Renee's ready to go camping. There's no Wi-Fi, no service. I'm ready. I want to get out this weekend. Are you going to meet me at an undisclosed location?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep that private. So,
all right, we'll do.
All right. Let's see. What is this? All right. Poochie don't play. Boys, Poochie don't play. Dustin's telling us to call him out. Yeah, I mean, put names out there. Well, you know what, Dustin? I want to put some names out there, but I'm going to give Darren a chance to come on.
Yeah,
I'm going to give him a chance to come on before I expose all of his people that we know for a fact have been running their mouths. Right? Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. And Mrs. Church hit it right on the. I mean,
there's my lady.
Ding, ding, ding. So, screenshots and call outs for everyone. Don't hate me because you ain't me. Yeah. Oh, our women are getting fired up now. So.
Oh man.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Shane's water. Oh, all right. So yeah, we got everybody up there. I thought we was gonna come on here, do a quick little tidbit for about 30 minutes and call it good. But I apologize. I started just rambling.
It's fine, dude.
It bothers me because hang on one second here. Like I know you. You know what I mean? And I know your integrity. I know your character, right? And we're not just Bigfoot associates. Okay?
No.
You and I, Dustin, Tim, we talk every single day.
Mm-hmm.
We're
friends, man. We're brothers.
Day. Yeah, every single day. And it ain't Bigfoot. We talk about everything.
We talk about all kinds of stuff.
I have come to you at one of the lowest points in my life. Right? On a personal level, nothing Bigfoot related. I mean, you came up to Oklahoma and hung out with me for a week and worked with me at one of the lowest points in my life, right? So
yeah, dude.
I know you on such a level that these other people don't. And that's what bothers me. Like, for them to attack you, it's attacking me. And so I'm going to take it personal. So I wish, and this is what I want you people to do me a favor. When you type Shane's name, type mine just right after it. Just lump us together.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I don't care. I'm going to still be me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shane's still going to be Shane. We're still going to look for Bigfoot. We're still going to find great evidence. We're still going to show it to the people that want to see it.
You're damn right.
We are not losing sleep over Bigfoot Hoaxers 2.0 for a guy that has more hoaxes tied to him than anybody I know personally.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Some of the stuff we've heard.
Some of the stuff I heard is
holy Mac.
Just outrageous. Would you care to hear a story, Shane?
Yeah, I want to hear. I like story time.
You like story time? Let Uncle B tell you a story. It's about a guy named Darren. He runs a group called Bigfoot Hoaxers Exposed 2.0.
What happened to
And
the first one if that one's 2.0?
it got approved for being a hoax site, so they had to shut it down and start another one. I don't know. But there's a fella, and this is going to be real touchy because only people in the know are going to know. Okay. And you have to be a MABRC paid member to know what I'm about to tell you.
What do you get, I wonder, when you pay?
You get
Go ahead.
the knowledge. You get the knowledge.
Oh.
Okay. So there's a guy that is a tracker in Arkansas.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say his name, but I just described his name. Okay. And if you're in that group and you're watching this, because that's what people do, they're watching this, waiting to find the holes in our story so they can put them all in their 2.0 page. And I'm sure I'm done kicked out of it by now, which is fine by me.
Damn it.
Darren was on a boat. I think this is up northeast Oklahoma, maybe Ulagal Lake. There's a creek that runs off of it, and I can't remember the name of the creek off the top of my head. I have it wrote down somewhere, but I'm too upset to look for it. The Arkansas tracker guy, younger fella, was in a boat. Darren's in a boat. And they got thermals. They're out there at night. They're doing it what like how we do it. I mean, waterways is the key, right?
No, I agree with that.
We figured that out. I mean, you don't have to be a Bigfoot expert to figure that out. Everything drinks, everything needs water to survive, right? They come to a point where it's a left or a right. And I know that's backwards for you guys watching on screen. So Darren tells the guy from Arkansas, he says, how about you take the one to the right? We take the one to the left. Okay. So he begins to go around. And as soon as they break visual, okay, they're on the opposite sides. What they think they're going down two separate creeks. In actuality, it's an island. And these creeks merge right back. As they're going around, the walkie-talkies blow up. Squatch in the water. Squatch in the water. That's what I'm told. So the guy from Arkansas begins to look, comes around. He sees Darren. He's already forward. He's already looking back. Radioing him for, where's it at? It's right there, right here on the edge of the water. It ran up into the woods. They're checking it with thermal. Nothing. They go over to the bank. They scan for any muddy water, any footprints, any moisture, anything on the bank that would lead them to believe that something was in the water and made its way on land. There was no proof. No proof at all. The guy called Darren out on it and quit his group immediately. Left the group. Now, if that's not enough of a reason to believe this guy's a hoaxer, then I don't know what is.
Wow.
You know? And so it shocks me that this man could start a group about hoaxers and try to call out other people that are hoaxers. Okay. When he, in fact, has been a hoaxer. So my idea, and I try to wrap my head around this, and I'm trying to think why would I do this? Why would I do this? But it's actually is a perfect plan if you think about it. Because if I call everyone else a hoaxer and I'm the God that is out to seek vengeance on the hoaxers, I must not be a hoaxer. Right?
Maybe.
In other people's eyes, I can't be a hoaxer if I'm calling out other hoaxers. So you can hide behind that fake shield of being a guy that is, I guess, authentic enough to, hey, you're doing this wrong, blah, 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 blah. But you can't be doing that wrong because you're the judge, right? You're the judge and you're the jury. So you have to be pure, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. So I don't know, man. That, and then I also think back to the people he surrounds himself with. And I'm not talking about his group as a whole.
Mhm.
I would never do that because I don't know them, right?
Sure. Yeah.
There's
For
there's
sure.
people in that group. They're in our group. There's people in that group that I like. Okay, they're in it for whatever reason they want to be in it. Same reason they're in SBA. Same reason they're in all the other groups, right? They have their own reason why they're in it. But there are people that he's around that I have met. And one of them in particular is a gentleman by the name of Jim Whitehead. I don't think you've had the pleasure of meeting Jim Whitehead, but I have. I met him at a presentation that we did in Lexington, Oklahoma, back in, I think, 2017.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I couldn't make that.
Okay. Yeah.
Anomalous Bix and Brews.
Yeah. Glenn
Yes.
McDonald's place.
Yes.
Great little setup. We did a
Mhm.
little 30, 45-minute presentation, showed some of our evidence. This is before Squatch Creek, right? I believe. Maybe right after the first two tracks. Yeah, no, I take that back.
No, I think
It was before. It was
it was
before Squash Creek.
before.
Yep.
But we
So
had the old well how that you recorded.
yeah, we had some decent evidence. We had some cool stories.
We had something to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we were charging anybody. I mean, Glenn
No.
charged people, but
Okay.
I mean, you got to eat lunch or something. But so Jim, and I don't know how to put this nicely, so I'm just going to avoid it. But you can find Jim Whitehead and you can make the assumptions that I made if you want to. But I'm going to base it off what I seen and what I know for fact.
Okay.
We went to the wildlife area there in Lexington, and Jim asked if he could come along. I heard a lot about Jim. Heard he's a biologist. Heard he's got some cast. I've heard that they were fake. Okay, it's just what I heard. I didn't know. I heard they were huge, 36 inches. Okay. So when he asked to come, I thought,
God.
I was like, yeah, come on, you know. So we head over there, and I think I was riding with Dustin, or Dustin was riding with me. I can't remember, but we was in the same vehicle for a little bit. We passed some of you guys that get out in the woods, and Shane, you'll recognize this from Southeast Oklahoma. The county will come in and they'll cut this curve down the side of the road for water to run off, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're driving along, and Jim says, "Did you guys see that back there?" I said, "What's that?" He said, "It's a big boy trail." What's a big boy trail? Now he's got my attention because I thought I missed something, and I'm going to learn from this guy. He said, "Big boy trail are trails that are made by the really big males that are, 10, 12 foot tall, whatever." He said. I said, "Okay." So Dustin and I are like, is he talking about that county spot where they cut out for rainwater? Maybe. So we walk across there, and we didn't park far from this because Jim needed to be close to his vehicle. It's, you can imagine your own reason why. So we get there, and Dustin and I see this, and we look at each other and think, this guy is absolutely ridiculous. That is not a trail. That is where the county has come in and cut this opening.
Yeah.
But we're going to go down the rabbit hole on this one.
Okay.
Because, Dustin and I are, right? This is what we do. So we go off in there, and we're looking around. And I kind of got the feeling like this guy was watching me. Okay. And like just kind of lurking.
Whitehead was watching you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he doesn't know me. I'm new to the Bigfoot world, right? I mean, nobody knows me.
You don't know me.
I'm just some knucklehead that's part of a group that had like 200 members at that time. So I see a little disturbance in some leaves under this huge cedar tree. And when I say huge, I mean the base diameter tip to tip on the leaves had to be 20, 25 foot. And cedar trees are multi branches. They're all directions, and they're at the very bottom of the ground all the way up. It's not like the pines down in Southeast Oklahoma where it's this beautiful trunk, and then it is just pine needles everywhere. So I see this, I walk over, look at it, I assess it for myself. I come to the conclusion that that is probably an armadillo that had been rooting around, moving the wet leaves, and I move on. He walks up behind me, says, "Everybody stop. I just found some evidence."
Halt!
Yeah. So I kind of look back and think, that guy is right, follow me everywhere I went. So he's right. He's looking at that spot with the armadillo. So I walk over and I said, "What you find?" He says, "There was a big boy standing right here." I said, "Right there in that spot? That's a foot? That's an impression?" "Yep." "How big do you think he is, Jim?" "Probably 12 foot." "Wow, that's huge." And he's standing right there. How much do you think he weighs? What's a 12-foot tall man-like creature weigh? Okay. And he says, Dustin comments that that's when I walked off. He says, probably over 1,000 pounds. I would agree. If something's 12 foot tall, yeah, 1,000 pounds, sure. I'm following your theory here. Okay. But then I had to throw some common sense in. And I said, "Well, Jim," I said, "if something 12 foot tall, 1,000 pounds, probably 4 foot wide, if it had walked up in there,
it would have destroyed like the whole damn.
Would it at least broke one limb in that multi-limb pine tree?"
It was very petite.
Anorexic. It had to be anorexic to get it. And he just looked at me. He goes, "No, that's what it is." And like Dustin said, that's when I walked off, and I was right behind him. And Dustin and I got in our vehicle, drove away.
Y'all got out of
we were just so, and it's like,
oh my God.
So my point being to this story is, I know it's long and drawn out, but you are who you associate with, right? We're all guilty by association. You're a hoaxer, so I'm guilty by association, right? Because you hoax, therefore I must hoax, right? So
the fastest hoaxer in the West.
Yeah, definitely this side of the Mississippi. And if this guy will make up that type of claim without any just legit common sense, and this is Darren's number one man, sorry, I got to question all of you now at that point.
Yeah.
And so it's just crazy to me that people will drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak.
Yeah, man.
And follow somebody like that. Yeah. But it happens. It happens, man. So, and I'll step off my soapbox at this moment and let you get some words in, because I have just been talking nonstop.
I'm just trying to figure out this whole what the city made that. Oh my God, he must be one of those people that might just think that everything is just Bigfoot. Everything.
Well, I mean, that's the story I've heard about them. I've heard from people that were in that group that every time Darren and some, if any of you have been on any of these campouts with them, I mean, you guys could chime in right away and tell me if I'm wrong. But what I have been told is that anytime there is a campout that is hosted by them, as soon as he breaks camp from anyone, there is a distress call out that a Bigfoot has been sighted. And it's always when he is off on his own. Now, there's never any evidence for it. It's just his visual sighting. Okay. So to me, I don't know, but I'm going to be a little leery of something like that.
I have never been camping with anyone, and that's happened. And where someone's I'm talking with all kinds of different people here. It's just
yeah. I mean, I thought I had a visual one night, but of all people, ironically enough, Stephen James was with me when that happened, and he thought he had seen something, but then he didn't agree with me, and And so did we document that? Did we make a big deal about it? No, because two of us were there. He says it wasn't. I said it was. Why are we going to argue about it? So what's the
True
point of
that.
it at that? You know what I mean? What's the point of arguing about it? So I don't know, man. It's just so much crazy stuff in the Bigfoot world that just makes me want to just.
So, people, this is like, like I said, this is like a public service announcement for the most part. Just keep your group, I guess, tight knit with your evidence, I guess. The one thing I never wanted to happen was to get this kind of attention, period.
Yeah.
When Waldy was first talking to me about Perez and this whole write up in the Bigfoot Times and the whole journey of from Tanya to him to, I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Like publicists in general, I don't think so.
Yep.
Because whatever you do, they're going to turn it into something else, and that's exactly what the hell happened.
Well, I mean,
so
people that write stories because they're good at it, right? Daniel Perez is a good writer. He wrote a story that got everyone's attention because he dropped a couple popular names in it, and he diverted the real reason of that cast. Okay, the real reason that cast is we were trying to help a friend. We did a benefit for a friend. There was a need, and we tried to meet it. Right. That was the story. But instead, if you're a crafty writer, you can fabricate it any way you want, and you can sell more. Yeah. You can sell more dollar copies. Guess who else is a writer? You want to take a wild guess?
Are you a writer, Brian?
Nah, I'm not. I mean, I can write decent, you know.
I didn't know if this was like a surprise or something.
No, Darren from Bigfoot Exposure is a writer. He writes books.
I mean, he wrote books or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but he's a writer nonetheless. So if you have that skill set, you can write any story you want.
True.
Right? You can write any story you want. If you got a good enough imagination that you can write books, you can write any story you want. So, I don't know, man. Conveniently found a track when MABRC was being recorded for a TV show.
Wow.
I ain't surprised.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, Brian, but since we've been here, there's a print just.
I didn't want to say anything either, Shane, but I could have swore I saw Bigfoot looking in my window at me while doing this show tonight. Never mind that I live in a neighborhood in the middle of a town, but it must be true because I said so, right?
Yeah, man.
Man.
I guess a week from Monday, if Darren's done with COVID, if he wants to come on, then man, he sure as hell is more than welcome.
I hope so too. Let's see.
From the
hello
UK.
From UK. Hey, we got a little bit of following from the UK. How's that happen?
Yeah, man, the UK is awesome.
Larry Beast. Something from Larry. Is that
Larry Porch?
Sawdust? Yeah, is that the Sawdust guy?
Yeah, man. That's LP2.
Yeah,
that's what I was calling.
Yeah, Larry Porch the second.
Yeah,
refreshing show. You're on my list. Well, we appreciate that, Chris. Our show usually isn't filled with this much hostility, but you just get tired. No, it's Friday night. We're supposed to be enjoying life, but we got to come on
wine with my wife and watching TV and the fire,
and we got to come on and defend ourselves again and again.
Yeah, this is like. I hope this is like. Well, I mean, I know he may come on, but
I hope he does, and we'll get some resolution out of it. If he does, he does. If he don't, like I said, we ain't losing no sleep. Even though you look pretty sleepy over there, yawning on me like that. So,
dude, I'm telling you, it's been a week.
Pat says makes for good TV. Yeah, maybe now we'll get that show. Maybe now we'll get that TV show. So, hello Discovery Channel. Let's see.
Yeah,
Mark Dog Yard. It might be something
Is
to
that barn?
that. Hmm.
Hmm.
All right, dog yard.
Let me ponder this.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
got me thinking.
huh. So people, if you're gonna form a group or be with like-minded, I guess just be careful who
Yeah,
you let in to your whatever, because this sure as hell isn't what I thought was gonna happen ever.
yeah, and
So,
you know it's crazy. Like you could be real cynical and say, hey, just keep your stuff private. Don't trust anybody. But man, like I like people, and I like meeting people,
oh my God, like
and
at the
I like
conferences.
networking with
Oh,
people. And so, and maybe that's a character flaw on my part. I don't know, but I just think that the majority of the people out there are good people. But you're going to find that guy that sits at home by himself, has no life, has nothing going for himself. He's in his mom's basement having her
oh,
cook him hot pockets. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have that guy, right? And that guy's always going to be starved for attention. And he's always going to make these ridiculous stories up to redirect. And I'm just going to be, I might be a little, I don't know, boastful here, if you want to call it that, and if it is, shame on me, all right? But SBA took off fast, right? We never did expect that,
God no.
we if you'd have told me 3 years ago we'd have 3,200 plus members in our group, I'd tell you was a liar. I'd bet you $1,000,000 we wouldn't have it, but we did. We burnt real fast, and I think sometimes when you do that, you start pulling the limelight away from other people. Some people are okay with it; they just join and network with you, and you know what I mean. And they say, "Hey, these guys are pretty cool,"
Hmm.
and you build a good friendship, and you have a great relationship with them. But some people will look at it in a different way and say, "They're stealing a little bit of my thunder. I need to redirect that light my direction." So let me
Dang.
keyboard warrior this story up. And and this is not just a Bigfoot problem. This is just a problem in life in general with people. When when you dedicate yourself and this is all you have, this Bigfoot world is all you have, and you start losing the limelight.
Something just came in, Brian. It's another.
Breaking
It's
news.
another. It's another picture of this dude in his real state. Does that not look like a big piece of crap or what?
That's exactly what that is.
Is that Chet from Weird Science?
That's Chip from Weird Science. That's
Yeah,
exactly who that is.
this just in.
Oh my gosh.
That's what's going on.
But like it's easy when this is all you have and you feel like you're losing it and you want to hang on to it. But for people like you, people like me, like this is a small part of our lives because we have our families that take priority over this, right?
Oh God, yes.
We have our friendship that takes priority over Bigfoot, right? We have careers,
Mm-hmm.
we have goals, we have ambitions. This Bigfoot is a small part of our life. Okay. So for us, we don't need to steal anyone's limelight because our life is full in other aspects.
I mean, you
So
guys
I
don't know this, but for like the last over 10 years, I've been working on an animated series with my brother and my dad.
exactly.
And it's really starting to come together. And if you want to be a penis pump and, you know, say all these things, all you're doing is really you're giving me great ideas for characters I can put in these different
Oh
roles.
my god, yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
there
Dude, it's like it's awesome. Like,
you should write a
wow.
whole cartoon about the Bigfoot
Oh,
community.
oh
That
God, don't get me
that
started on
that
that.
is a seller. I want some royalty on that and when you do that,
All right.
But
Brian, let me put that in the contract.
oh, Mike Williams, hello guys, first time listener. Thank you, Mike, for
Thanks,
tuning
Mike.
in on a kind of an awkward show, Mike.
Yeah, man,
'Cause
this is like not our usual thing here.
this isn't
So
our normal demeanor. Hoaxing hoaxers who hoax hoaxers.
Hoaxers.
That is definitely their tagline on that page. Maybe Steve Coles will debunk you. I've heard the name. I'm not familiar with that guy. So y'all will have to let me know. LP2. Oh, there's your LP2, Larry Porch.
Man, LP2's on it, man.
Cherie, I'm proud to be a member of
Thanks,
it. Cherie, and we're proud to have you as a member.
Yeah, for sure.
And Cherie's not just a member. I mean, she's one of us.
She's
You know what I
also
mean?
a client. Remember that commercial?
Oh yeah, she's not only a customer, she's a client.
Also a client.
Yeah. Dustin says humans suck. That's why I look for Bigfoot. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say humans suck, but certain people sure do. That's for right.
Certain mentalities I really don't care for.
Yeah, there's some people that I could just cruise through life without ever knowing. You're right, Brian. Great observation. Thank you, Pat. I didn't mean to get so insightful and deep there, but that's just what I've been dealing with the last 48 hours. And when I start looking, I'm a huge people watcher. I love watching people, and that's one thing I noticed when I watched some stuff that I've seen about him and about some other people that are in that group. And so I'm just basing off that observation, and I'm sure they'll have their own response to that and make some kind of crazy, observation of me, and that's fine because I really don't care. Watched Sawdust Beast Yardstream test show 3 days ago. Dog Yard would make sense. Haven't lasted so much. All right, so I didn't get to watch the show the other day.
I didn't get to watch that.
Probably because we were dealing with this nonsense.
I know, man. This is like, I don't know.
And Chris, we've been on that show. Those guys are awesome. So I enjoy it. And that's another thing.
Man, I love those guys.
Like, I mean, just take those guys, for instance. That's a perfect scenario you could look at. Those guys, if they were less quality people than they are right now, they could look at us as a rivalry and they could be doing the same thing to us. But not them guys. Now they welcome us in. They talk to us about how we can broadcast our show, come on our show. I mean,
great people.
Just good people.
Yeah, all the way.
You know, like just good core values that you want in somebody. That, you want to call those guys friends, right? So I don't want to say the whole community's messed up.
No, it's not. It's really not.
There's some awesome people. I have met some great people.
It's like freaking nursery school sometimes, though. It's just,
yeah,
there's
that bully running around the yard hitting on people. But after a while, though, there's going to be a group of kids that are going to get together and knock that big bully down. And maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's what we start right now. Maybe we get enough people to finally just say, you know what? Yeah, I watch this, I hear this, I ain't getting involved. Maybe it's time we start getting involved and start calling out some of these people for some of the stuff they do.
Oh, there's nothing more I love to do, Brian. This is one of the things, one of my pet peeves, dude. Because I've dealt with this before. When someone makes up shit about you, I absolutely love, and I mean love, to dig up and find the truth on them.
Yeah.
You want to lie about me? I'm going to get the truth on you.
I have found so much stuff in the last 24 to 48 hours that I am actually embarrassed that I have ever had a conversation with that man and wanted to do the symposium at Stillwell. Like I had heard so much and talked to so many people about it that I was kind of like, man, how did I not catch that character flaw in this dude? I was actually going to go and do his show and do his symposium. Like, man, like how did I not zero in on that?
Yeah.
And a part of it is because I do want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and I want to judge people for my own and not what someone else tells me. And so that puts me in a spot where sometimes I'll give some people a pass. And that's on me. And I almost drug you guys in on it. Let's go do this symposium. Blah blah blah. Hey, it's gonna be great. So
we'd all be on board, bro.
I know, but it's just crazy that
because I really didn't pay attention to this dude at all until now.
I didn't either.
Calling my birthday and last name out, it's like
I've heard of the group. I think I was in the group originally, and I think I left it because it was kind of silly, But then once somebody sent this to us and said, "Hey, look, they're talking about you," I quickly joined. I couldn't believe he let me in. He must not have.
I tried to join right after you too, man.
He must not have tied us together, which I don't know how. I mean, most people know that we're almost joined at the hip by this point. Y'all think we're in another studio, but we're really right next to each other. You know what I mean? Like I could really just reach over here and pat him on the back.
That's Ryan's phone. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wait, wrong way.
Wait. Oh, do it.
There you go.
Hey, remember when we did the face thing? That shit was crazy too.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It just I guess to end the show, because we're coming up on 2 hours of us rambling.
I know. I'm sorry, people.
I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in certain people's character and their actions. And I know I sound like your dad, and I'm giving the dad spiel, but
You're not
I
my
am
real dad. Oh.
Exactly. But I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that Darren would post something without even digging into it. Like, I mean, you're an investigator. This is what you do. You're a Bigfoot investigator.
Yeah,
so
dude.
You're going to do your job, investigate. This is where if I'm running a group of hoaxers.
You just had a wet dream about this stuff.
If I'm running this group of hoaxers and I'm exposing people that are hoaxers, and some people come to me and say, "Hey, there's a group out there that's got these tracks. I think they're hoax. This is why I think they are." I'm going to go ahead and contact that group and say, "Listen, I got some people making some accusations about you. Is there any way I can look at your tracks? I'm going to write a story about it, but I want your side of it too." That is journalism, right? That's being objective, and that's putting it out there for people to make their own call on. But you write it in a way that it's factual, and you take people they're already in on your team. They're already drinking the Kool-Aid. Next thing you know, you got 6 people liking your post. I'm just saying, like what led those 6 people to like that?
I don't know, man.
Power of persuasion, Shane. It's the power of persuasion. And if you're a good writer, you can persuade people to do anything. Same way with speaking. I mean, heck, there's no lie. I want to be a politician. I have political goals in my future. Not right now, but by the time I get into my 50s, I want to be a politician. People that are close to me know this. So the power of persuasion for me is talking, which I've done a lot of tonight. So
man, Brian is freaking on it.
I'm either going to be a politician or a preacher.
Wow.
But I'm preaching tonight.
You are preaching tonight.
I am preaching because, and I'm trying to stay calm, but I really want to start screaming through this mic is what I want to do.
I know, dude. I've had my moments. Trust me. I'm trying to keep it cool.
Take a low-life nobody, make them a state director or executive state director of MABRC. What happens to the people he promotes to those positions, and they have nothing else, then he owns them. Well, that's a great observation from a person who would know.
Damn, that dude is he's as my wife said, he's a putz.
And look at Randy's profile pic. I ain't arguing with that guy. Look at that profile pic. I'm not arguing with that man. Thanks, Randy. We appreciate the comment.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Please watch their yard stream test show here in the UK. We're getting lots of Bigfoot sightings. Google Chase. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That is interesting.
Yeah. Everybody needs to check that out.
Everybody check that out. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've learned that. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. Appreciate the info. Flavorade. Haterade, Dustin. That's what it is. Haterade. Yeah. And your wife is right.
Yeah. He's a putz.
Yeah. I mean, all right, man. You got any closing statements before I rant for another 45 minutes?
Not really, man. Nothing that's probably nice. So I kind of just Keeping it cool.
All right, man. You stay mellow yellow. All right, and let me just get on the rant red, and I'll stay. What is this? No, what? What's she telling me no to? I'm staying calm.
Keeping it cool, man. Keeping it cool.
Yeah. She say no, probably to me saying I want to be a politician. She's probably telling me no to that.
Oh God.
Sorry, Renee. I forgot to tell you that I want to be governor of the great state of Oklahoma. I said it.
Whatever, didn't what's his nuts try to run the Joe Tiger Liquor? What's his name?
Exotic Joe. Yeah.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
Man, if
yeah, he tried to run for so next show, calling out names. Dustin's ready to call out some names.
Dustin is a boat rocker. Oh my God, Dustin's in the boat.
Yeah, I'm getting seasick riding around with this dude. Dustin, I tell you what, here's what we'll do. Let's leave this up here. If this man comes on the show and we have a honest discussion about it, and he says, Brian Shane, your tracks are fake and I don't like them, and we say, tell us why you think they're fake, and he points out some good things, we'll talk about it like men, we'll move on, squash it, roll on, just like we did with Cliff. If he doesn't come on and he hides behind his keyboard and talks about releasing another deal that he's going to write on Bigfoot Hoaxers 2.0 with further evidence, basically stay tuned, folks. Let's start throwing names.
Out in a busy intersection.
We'll start throwing names. I will drive the bus that will run these folks over. Plain and simple. Renee said would be better than the one we have now. Yeah, Governor Stitt, if you're watching, sir, you're not doing a great job of running our state. So, fueling for governor. That's what I'm talking about. I'm ready to light everything up. Dustin's ready to burn it to the ground. And yeah, we talked about this in our chat, like let's just burn it to the ground. Let's set the whole thing on fire and walk away. So
the bus.
There's the bus. It's not a short bus, Dustin. It's not a short bus. Come on now.
I don't know, man. Some of these accusations might call for one, buddy.
I don't drive a short bus. I drive a big bus. You know what I'm saying? Take that how you want. So, yeah, there might be some people on a short bus, but not on this side. So, I had a good time tonight.
Man, I'm glad we got to hang out, dude.
Me too.
I wish there was better circumstances.
Yeah, but you know what? We'll talk later. We'll talk tomorrow.
Oh.
And we'll talk the next day and the next day and the next day.
We talk.
You know what I mean? So
I think I have a good guest to come on in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
No, someone no one's ever had on. I don't believe.
Nice. That'd be cool.
Dude. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
So.
And I'll get my backdrop stuff fixed.
Yeah, man.
And my camera lighting. I got these yellow lights, and we'll go get some bright white lights.
Like something's fixing to come down and like take you. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's aliens. It's aliens. Yeah. We need to do an alien show.
I would love to.
Yeah, we need somebody who has some UFO experience.
Because we both
have got some crazy stuff.
Video stuff over the last year I'm not even looking for this crap. My brain can't even. Okay, I can't even go into it right now.
Look at that crappy comment. With all the cast money you should have a better backdrop.
That's what I'm going to call it from now on, man.
If this wasn't a PG-13 show, Dustin, I'll tell you what. Joe, the UFO? Yeah. Yeah, we need a UFO guest.
A UFO.
We need an alien.
We do.
All right, man. Let's see that. Deborah Hatswell, hashtag BBR. I got pro.
Wow.
That's Doug, and I know what he means by that. I'll
So
tell
far.
you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you off camera. Poor guy. Binoculars.
Oh, Joe, that is just not cool, dude.
Mm.
It's funny when you think about it.
Joe's digging up the past, talking about
I
the
know, talking
past.
about old shit. No, I'm just
Yeah, living in the past, Joe. He traded those binoculars in. So
they're extra big now. I got one lens is like.
oh, jeez. All right, man. 2
all right, man.
hours solid. Go ahead, kill it.
We just threw the line out. We'll see if he comes in.
See if anybody bites.
If you want to. I put a big Twinkie on the hook too, dude.
There you go. That ought to do it. You got to kind of work it, though, just a little bit. So
make it jiggle. All right.
That's it.
Later,
Good night, everybody.